7 the rest of the way to post their best single-season franchise record in the NBA. It's been a special year despite so many injuries and the lack of continuity with their rotations. Alize Johnson comes up short. There's Griffin with the offensive ball.
Kind of finding the rhythm. Now, one thing you don't want to do is fall in love with, okay, we're a second quarter team. We can always come back. Yes, getting down a little early, that's okay. But the slow starts do concern you because now it becomes part of your DNA and a habit. And now you're forced to have to, the other 3 quarters, expend a lot more energy to get yourselves back in the game.
Kyrie Irving back on the floor. That pass from Johnson a little hot. And a turnover for Brooklyn. Here's Kyra Lewis for 3, and it's good. Sweet stroke. There are times when Stan Van Gundy's team, 5 on the floor, you'd have 3 20-year-olds and a 23-year-old in Zion at times as Luwawu-Cabarrot finds.
Your rotational players, 6 of your rotational players are 23 years or younger. So you're going to have some issues that time in regards to consistent play and consistency all the way around when you have that many young players inside. But when you have a young player like Zion Williams.
High field goal percentage, most of those on 2s throughout the season. He's up there in some rarefied air, scoring the basketball at a high clip with the field goal percentage added as Luwawu-Cabarrot's 3 goes on top of the back. That gives him 2.5 assists a game. Blake Griffin, nice rotational piece. And good ball movement inside. That was an excellent pass from Najee Marshall as Wes Iwundu was on his way to the basket. Pelicans back up 8. Griffin takes some contact. Can't finish it, but he'll go to...
Yeah, is it me? Is it just me? Listen. But listen, before Blake Griffin got to Brooklyn, they were basically saying he was washed up. Marcus Aldridge. But then once they came to Brooklyn, you see a nice move by Kyrie, but contested at the rim. Hernan Gomez not able to keep switched on those 2, you know, where they're at in their careers. Is it just me?
No, you don't have to carry the burden. I think it depends on what side of the fence you're listening to those comments. I think folks in Detroit and around the league, there was a lot of questions, rightly so, deservedly so, about Blake Griffin. He hadn't played much. He went this long stretch without playing, but Brooklyn, as Jeff Green scores it inside, Brooklyn obviously saw something in Griffin that with what they have. He does not have to carry that star burden. Takes the contact and a foul. Kyrie Irving working with Griffin, finds Green. Green's had the signature moment of this game for the Nets. Gets it back. He'll oblige. Late clock, knocks down a 3.
And what a luxury it is to have a player like Jeff Green donning the Brooklyn uniform. The last 9 games averaging about 13 points a game. But you can rely on him offensively and defensively, just like you can rely on Brandon Ingram to give you buckets. When he's cooking offensively for the Pelicans, it opens up so many other opportunities for his teammates, and Kyrie just doing Kyrie things, B.A.
Yeah, just working on Najee Marshall, takes him all the way to the basket, scores with a left hand. Kyrie Irving is on such a great run here, although he missed 3 jump shots, 2 from 3-point range in the final minute and a half on Sunday as Kyra Lewis a score inside.
I like
Kyrie Irving. Yeah, he's a good player. You know, we have had a few Pelicans games this year, and it is interesting to see Stan Van Gundy's rotations, who gets the minutes, who he sticks with. Lewis, good find there with Adams. A little push shot in, no problem for big Steven Adams.
Well, when Lewis is in the game, he gives you a different push as well. And I think they like that up-tempo version from that point guard position. Not that Lonzo Ball doesn't do it, but it's a little bit different with Kyra.
Gives it to Green, and late clock here. Another chance for Brooklyn. Luwawu-Cabarrot runs into a double team. There's Green wide open again. 3-pointer short. Adams, as he does so often, taps it to a teammate. This time Najee Marshall. Marshall's been excellent for them, an undrafted player, and counted and one for Najee Marshall.
Well, when he came to school, when he went to school at Xavier, he was more defensive. But as he matured into basket as well,
Could hardly get on the floor the first 47 games. He's played in the last 10, played in all of them. Field goals are up, minutes are up. Signed as a two-way player. Najee Marshall, who was first team All Big East last year at Xavier. 5-minute mark, second quarter. Blake Griffin steps into one. Lonzo Ball back at the controls. Whoever has the ball in his hands with the Pelicans, Stan Van Gundy called it a balancing act. He's trying to get Zion Williamson more opportunities, more reps, thus more experience running the point guard, but there are others who carry that burden as well, as Joe Harris. Nice lead, catch and shoot, and Harris with three-point range.
And nice to have that safety valve in Joe Harris. Lonzo Ball downhill in transition, able to take in and set his feet, knock it in. And Kyrie to Blake to Harris.